It's an exciting Sunday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. And tonight, we'll see the Cleveland Cavaliers as they go up against the Orlando Magic here at their home, Amway Center. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter is David Aldridge. And a look at the starters for the Cavaliers. Garland and Sexton man the backcourt. Jared Allen is out there with Kevin Love. And it's Okoro in at the 3 slot. And for the Magic, Fultz and Ross pair up to make the backcourt. Jonathan Isaac is out there with Carter. And it's Ennis in at the small forward. Well, and this must be a time of year when teams are still working on their chemistry, Clark. Everybody getting comfortable with their roles.
Well, you know, Kevin, you would hope that being comfortable and having good chemistry would be a given by now, even though it's still early. There's not a ton of time for the feeling out process in the NBA because the games come so rapid.
And it's the Cavaliers to start out. The Cavaliers making a change here. Junior's checked in. The Magic have shot just 1 free throw, missing that one earlier.
Boy, you look at Isaac, and all you think he needs to do is add some weight. He's got terrific skills and a promising future.
Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, we were able to talk with Steve Clifford. He's concerned about Kevin Love's ability to control the boards at both ends. Coach said this is a guy who once averaged 15 rebounds a game in a single season. If we want to compete on the glass, we're going to have to bring multiple players and bring the fight. There's a reason that Kevin Love's middle name is that of the late, great Wes Unseld. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David.
Well, I like this young man, Jared Allen. He's still working to find consistency in his offensive game. He's a really good leaper and finishes at the rim, protects the rim. But his strength right now, which will always be his strength, I think, is his defense. He's outstanding at that end of the floor.
Count it.
Well, you got to do much more than that to slow Allen. I mean, this guy is long and athletic, capable of converting through contact.
Fultz with the ball. About 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. That's basket number 2 with his 3rd shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
And Clark, with Allen, he's still young, and the comfort on offense has yet to really find it.
Yeah, and you know what? I think he's really scratching the surface there, Greg. I mean, this kid is he only played 1 year in college. He's shown you that he can defend at a high level, and he looks like he's a worker, so I think his offensive game will ultimately catch up with his defense.
Here's Fultz. Jared Allen making his last shot. Fultz kicks to Ennis. Shot clock at 6. Stolen by Garland. And Garland with a clear path to the basket. And it's good for 2. Garland's got 7 points in the game.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
And it's the Magic with the ball. Darius Garland picking up that last basket.
Good offense squaring up against better D there. Got to appreciate that stop.
And Okoro with the basket on the assist by Allen.
Yeah, the easy hoop assisted by Allen that time. He's developed a nice passing game.
The Magic trail by 9. Fultz the pass to Carter. Ross, that's good. Ross has got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
That one goes in.
And seeing Junior out there again, I was impressed with his time on the floor in his debut. Showed that he could pick his spots and contribute to this team.
Junior did not miss a beat when he came into the game, did he, Greg? Exactly the debut this team was hoping to see from him. And it'll be Orlando with their first time out of the game right here. 1:24 left to play here in the first. Anthony with it. He's picked up by Nance. Anthony kicks to Bamba. It's blocked. Out of bounds. Magic ball as Orlando keeps possession. Pass to Anthony. Here's Fultz. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Fultz has got his third basket of the night.
Seems like he can't miss right now, guys. I mean, completely in the zone this quarter.
Bamba with the block.
Guys, that's all athleticism and timing. Bamba, a terrific shot blocker because he uses the physical tools he has quite well.
And here we go. Cavaliers running again.
Well, that's 3 of their last 5 baskets in transition.
2 for 1 opportunity here if they want it.
And no doubt, Kevin, if I'm them, I go for it.
Now here's Fultz. Defense right on him. Now the dish to Bamba. Out to Anthony. Plenty of space. Goes back up. And Bamba with the lay-in.
Boy, Bamba really a dogged rebounder despite his slight frame. He's got great length and timing, and his intensity is really impressive.
Nance passes to Junior. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Junior's got 6.
Impressive, really, from that short 17 area. They are not missing many.
You're exactly right. I mean, they've banged home 8 of their last 10 points on mid-range jumpers.
And so it's Cleveland holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And taking a look at the Cavaliers' performance here, what do you guys see?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, you know, I agree. No warm-up needed. They came in on fire and have already built a nice lead.
On the court for Cleveland, Larry Nance out there with Hartenstein. And it's Torian Prince. Then it's Junior. And it's Windler in at the 2. Bamba with the block. The pass to Fultz. Lets it go from deep. Sinks the triple. Fultz has got the first basket of the second quarter for Orlando.
You know, it's one thing to have a nice stroke, but it's another to understand how to get yourself free outside the arc for your shot. There's a soft, delicate stroke, does Fultz, and it rolls off his fingers nicely.
Hey, Greg, you played in a different era of NBA defense. When you look at how defense is played now in the league, how do you feel about it?
You know, Kevin, I think the introduction of the zone, by and large, has been great. You get a lot more switching, and I think it brings more skill into the game. Don't get me wrong. I do miss the physicality that we had back in the 90s, but I tell you what, right now, my body wishes I had the opportunity to play in this era.
I bet it does.
And at this point in Junior's career, the team trusts him. His playing time has steadily increased. He's a solid bet to see a decent amount of floor time every game moving forward.
And with the way he's played, Greg, they can't afford to sit him. Junior's a clear value to this team when he is on the floor playing. Here's Anthony following the basket by Junior. Anthony right side.
Boy, you've really got to put those away, especially against soft interior defense.
Hartenstein, again the Cavaliers score.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
Simply taking advantage of what the defense has given them, and they've really made the most of it.
Here's Fultz following the score by Cleveland. Now a timeout called by Orlando. A different look now for Cleveland. Kevin Love has been leading the charge for Cleveland. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Terrence Ross with a strong Junior's checked in for Cleveland.
Set it up, bring the play in.
Carter finds Isaac. And here's Fultz. Pulls it from the elbow. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
Yeah, and you know, it's important that Fultz continue to develop his in-between game because he knows when to pull up.
Fultz and Ross pair up to make the backcourt. Ennis out there with Jonathan Isaac. And it's Carter in at the 5 spot. That's who's out there for Orlando. Cavaliers have gone 7 of 9 from the free throw line tonight. So for the Magic, Porter's checked in for James Ennis, and Anthony subbed in for Terrence Ross.
Boy, you know, you look at the raw athleticism of Allen, very enticing. I mean, he's a quick-footed, shot-blocking big guy. He's got a great future in this league, in my opinion.
Here's Fultz. He's got 12. And Carter with his second chance point.
There you go. Relentless pursuit of the ball. I love it. He never stopped working.
The Cavaliers leading by 3. Here's Junior. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down. Junior's got 11 points. And it's Anthony with the ball for the Magic. They've got the Hawks ahead of them in their next game, and it's in Atlanta. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip. And then Carter with the jam.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
And again, it's Cleveland.
That time the defense made Junior work, but to no avail. He still got it up and down.
The Magic trail by 5. And stolen by Junior. And Sexton has it in the corner. Out to the right wing. It's stolen by Anthony. And now Orlando on the break from about 19 feet. Allen with the rebound.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
There's 1:54 left in the third quarter. And here is Anthony. He has 6. Pass to Fultz. Lays it up and banks it in. 14 points for him.
Well, I like watching Fultz use his ball handling skills. Excellent purpose with the dribble. Knows how to shake free to get his shot.
Here's Junior. And there's another one for the Cavaliers.
And they've worked the ball around so well tonight for those quality looks from mid-range.
Well, it's interesting. The defense continues to back off, expecting them to attack the rack, but they just continue to pull up and knock down those mid-range jumpers.
The Cavaliers leading by 5. Here's Junior. Okoro passes to Love. Oh, Sexton in position. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
You know, Love is, as we've seen, a solid passer for a big man. Great at breaking down the defense and firing the pass to an open teammate.
Passes to Carter. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. From 18 feet away. And there's Sexton. That's good on the assist by Love. Sexton's got the lead up to 9 now for Cleveland. Orlando's gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. 6 of 15. And stolen by Junior. Okoro dishes to Junior. And Junior throws it down.
Yeah, this is Junior going into attack mode. Rises up over the D and just throws it down.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Anthony kicks to Porter. Back to Anthony. Just 5 to shoot. But they recover it. Porter finds Fultz. The Magic again can't hit. Junior, he is feeling it tonight and has been the driving force, guys, for the Cleveland Cavaliers. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And there may not be a lot of drama down the for the Magic. Carter, he's checked in for Bamba. Isaac comes in for Terrence Ross. And it's Otto Porter Jr. in for Fultz. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, they've got Garland. He's out there with Junior. And it's Wade in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Carter. Wade with the block. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wade. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Mo Wagner's checked in for Wendell Carter. Harris comes in for Porter. Hampton's checked in for Jonathan Isaac. And it's Carter Williams in for James Ennis. A switch here also for Cleveland. Windler's checked in. There's a minute 47 left in the fourth quarter. Greg is a broadcaster. Who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. Most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many other guys, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who is my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true.
And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Cavaliers.
Block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. Leaving them no room to get off any shots.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
He kicks to Hampton. 5 on the clock. For 3, Harris. Windler with the rebound. Cleveland's gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the fourth.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Cleveland.
It was a standout performance across the board.
It was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
We know familiarity breeds contempt. I would expect things to become more heated as these teams face each other going forward.
And when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Junior.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long. You can clearly see Junior is still accustomed to fighting for every inch. Every game, every play, he's out here giving his absolute all.
Pass to Okeke. To the inside. Wagner, a good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. And the Cavaliers getting another bucket right there.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. The win is there. Go get it.
Now, here's Hampton. D right on him. And And so it's Cleveland taking care of business in this one. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Olney, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And we'll see you next time.